Hi Gemini, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a tarot reading for your next 48 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I do more than appreciate your likes, comments, and of course subscriptions to this channel if you haven't done so already. Now, also do keep in mind as we move forward with the reading, this is meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you, beginning around when you are guided or drawn to this reading, not just following when I post it. But if you're looking to book a personal reading with myself for specific messages for your individual situation, all the information is down below in the description box. Just reach out via email and I'll get that started for you. But let's begin and pull from the Energy Oracle deck and see what we get for you. But I did channel the message, you're showing the world the real you in the next 48 hours in one way, shape, or form. For Gemini, I feel like you just want to get things done. You just want to be efficient, seeing things you wish you didn't see, I feel the need to say. You may have some spiritual occurrences taking place. I feel like you're in touch with your feminine side, your hardworking, sort of determined feminine side, I feel the need to say. There's going to be moments where you see something out of your peripheral. Did you see that orb? But I do feel like you are recognizing that you have more to accomplish than you thought, however that ends up working out for you. But there's a level of victory taking place as this did fall into the ground and it felt like a task to have to pick it up, or it felt like a bit of an annoyance, right? Something that annoys you to a certain extent or just feels a little bit harder than you would like it to be or it should be, will feel victorious in the end, right? I sense that you're having to put in certain levels of hard work, even when you don't want to or feel is unnecessary. But the victory lies at the end of that task or completion of that project, whatever it is for you. And I really do feel like the next 2 days are quite overly serious for you being drawn to this reading. You could be thinking about different cultures as well. For some reason, I'm getting the Asian culture to be specific. Now, whether that's brought up in one's mind tension-wise when it comes to certain social media content that you watch, certain like videos, pictures, you name it, or it could be what you're watching on TV, a movie, or it could be a conversation, right, or somebody you're associating oneself with. But I do feel like you're thinking about different cultures and how different they are in comparison to the way you live your life. It's those kind of thoughts that will leave you seeing this, seeing the next 48 hours unravel in very unique ways, right? From situation to situation, from Gemini to Gemini. You're going to sort of be a little bit in awe of other people that you see, and then there's going to be other moments where you are completely 1000% judgmental, or even just slightly for some. But I do feel like you're recognizing who and what at times brings out the better side of you. Does that make sense? Because, you know, nobody's perfect, right? We all have that judgmental side, that moody side, stuff like that. But I do feel like you are basking in certain levels of attention at certain points. They want me to take this as I just split the deck to it. But I really do feel like you are not feeling super smiley, but then you're being reminded of how much love there is in your situation or will be moving forward. And that makes you sort of giddy or just happy, okay? I'm hearing you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be lit up with whatever it is for you, whether it's attention, levels of success, that is going to feel what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel rewarded. It's going to feel victorious, okay? I do feel like you're also seeing a level of positive karma come into your situation for a rough past situation, whether that was a relationship, certain, I feel like friends stabbing you in the back, or just a work situation that didn't work out in your favor, or financial loss in one way, shape, or form. There's a level of victory to be experienced in that sense as well. I can't get my eyes off of this victory card, as I do feel like there's a bit of a royal sort of, they're saying vibing way about you, where you are carrying oneself well. That you could feel as if at certain points you're walking with your chin held high, and just giving off that vibe that you know what you're doing, that you are more confident than you once were. There's going to be true evidence through your energy, through your responses, that you've changed wholeheartedly over the past years, or even for some the past months. But you're just not the same version of you that somebody or multiple people once knew. But I really do feel like you're also manifesting a ton, and there's some self reflecting to take place in the next 48 hours that feels rewarding in and of itself. Don't be surprised if you have a moment or several where you're simply checking oneself out in the mirror and that feels different. Okay. You may remember why you want to make a certain change, but I do feel like you, or adjustment to your appearance, but you could discover a new adjustment you wish to make. We also have the thinking woman here at the bottom of the deck. I really do feel like there's a highlight on what you're potentially overthinking, or just what sparks transformative thoughts within your mind. Okay, let's move on to the Light Seers deck to pull some tarot. I feel as if there's, okay, wow, this happened for a reason. There's a focus on change, right? Again, change for your appearance takes a highlight at a certain point, or potential change, but change within oneself, feeling comfortable or being pushed to be more comfortable, to show the world the real you. Once again, to go back to that overall message. And there's abundance to be gained for being vocal, for being vulnerable, for being honest and true to who you're becoming over time, or who you feel you've already become. And I really do sense that it reminds you that the world is changing in your favor, okay, your world. But I do feel like there's sparks of attention that you receive, again, that feel very rewarding. Yeah, with the Judgment card, I really do feel that there's this victorious vibe about you releasing an old version of you, or reflections upon doing so in the past. But I sense that there's, again, this vibe where you're sort of dancing to the music, or you're just vibing to what you're accomplishing or wrapping oneself up in. You will communicate with ease and in a very proper way, I feel the need to say. When you laugh, it'll feel like a good release, okay? Yeah, you're getting your positive karma, your justice in certain ways, and you're being reminded there's more of that on the horizon. Don't be surprised if you close your eyes and you see a vision, or you're being pushed to think back to something from your past. It could be a negative remembering kind of moment, but I do feel like, once again, there's some reflecting taking place on when your frustrated side emerges, okay, or comes to be. I really do feel like people are seeing you in a different light, but it has a lot to do with how, again, how much you've changed, and the fact that you see yourself in a different light, okay? With the Ten of Pentacles, I sense that you're just being pushed to remember that you deserve it all, okay? You deserve it all. And I do sense that you're manifesting a new beginning for oneself. For a lot, it involves your money in one way, shape, or form, or wanting to make more of which. But for some of you, it's a move of residence, or a new relationship, or a new set of friends. However it works for you, I sense that this is going to more than make up for what you've been through in a negative sense. And I do feel like it's gonna be a better fit for you in comparison to what you're looking to replace, or what you once had in your situation. And I really do sense that you're, again, being reminded there's a lot of love for you to give at this point along your path and moving forward, and even more so, more love to flow in for you individually. You deserve what lies ahead, and I just feel like certain stresses will remind you of what's not meant for you anymore, or what once was and didn't work for you, so you gave it up, regardless of whether it's still with you or you're still wrapped up with it at this time. Let's finish this up by pulling some Kipper cards. We have community. I do sense that a level of victory taking place is wrapped up or connected to a community in one way, shape, or form. We could have developed this community online, or it could be in person, whether it's work or where you live. Look at that. I do feel like in the midst of you thinking about your money, thinking about work, stuff of that nature, there's a level of courtship being manifested or taking place. You could be the one wanting to take care of somebody else, but I do feel like a lot of you being drawn to this reading deserve to be taken care of, okay? Not to say that you don't have the independence and the experience to to fight for oneself or just to take care of oneself, to stand on both feet. But this, whatever this is for you, this connection, this courtship, will bring a sense of ease to your situation, okay? They're saying, how refreshing would that be? Let's pull one more. And we also have lovers. Look at that. Just to remind you once again that you deserve that ultimate connection, that success, that victory in love. But also when it comes to the attention and people being in awe of who you're becoming. Again, the next 48 hours revolve around you showing the world the real you in such a beautiful way.